Hi, this is Sarah with sarahmariel.com. Today we're going to be doing low FODMAP friendly lemon bars, which is really exciting because when you're on the elimination phase for the first 2 to 6 weeks, you can't really eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of other foods that are pre-made at fast food restaurant per se, or at friends' houses. It might be a little difficult, but if you're having a potluck or just having a sweet tooth craving, then these lemon bars are the perfect fix for that, and we're gonna go ahead and show you how to make these lemon bars now. So we have 1 cup plus 1 tablespoon of gluten-free flour, such as Namaste Foods, which is the one I have here. There's also Bob's Red Mill, and these are 1-to-1 replacements. We have our melted butter, which is unsalted. We have 3 tablespoons of sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to go ahead and combine these here, and this is going to be making our crust. Okay, now that we have our crust prepared, we're going to go ahead and press it into our prepared baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper. It's oiled, and now we're going to go ahead and press it all together to make our crust. Don't be afraid to get your hands in there. You're going to have to probably use your hands anyway to push it down. I tried using a spatula the last time I made these, and it just didn't turn out quite well. So get your hands dirty, get it in there, and try to press it into a nice flat crust. Okay, now we have our pie crust ready to go. We've pressed it in. I also kind of folded in the sides and pushed it down as necessary to kind of help me smooth it out. So now we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven at 350 degrees, and we'll be done with this in about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, welcome back. So we have our crust here. It's a little bit more brown than typically we would like. I did leave it in for the full 25 minutes, but using a toaster oven, I should have been much closer to the 20 minutes, and made sure to grab it really quickly so that we can get moving to the next part. But we have our crust here, which is still fine. So now we're going to go ahead and use our ingredients here to make the filling. So now we're going to go ahead and make our filling. We're going to go ahead and strain out any seeds that might have ended up in the sauce, juice. Now we have our one Okay, now that we have our batter complete, we're going to go ahead and pour it in over our crust. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this back in the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes until it is set. You've made it to the end of the video. I had a little bit of a mishap when I was making my lemon squares, where the filling ended up underneath it, as I'm sure you've seen in some of the subtitles that I've included. So what I ended up doing is, you'll see the product right here. This is what happened. And the way I fixed it is I put a cutting board over the top of the pan, flipped it over, and ended up putting scraping everything off of the parchment paper, putting that on top the best I can. I scraped the bottom of the pan and put it all over the top of it and chilled it in the fridge for an hour. This was after I let it cool for about an hour on a wire rack. So if you end up with something like that, you can try that. This is how it ended up looking. And this is how I finished it. So thanks for watching. Thank you for bearing through my first tutorial. I'm sure it'll only get better with time, but yeah, thanks.